Hello, this is Kwang Lee. This video is for April 11. Our team's project name is Late to Work. The project is about a high-speed car game navigating through traffic, avoiding other cars, and reaching the destination before others. And this is my 15 lines of code for today. And I wrote the code about the collision detection. So basically, this code checks for collisions between players and obstacles by calculating the distance. If a collision occurs, it marks the player as not alive and notifies the server. So let me go this code by line by line. So this is a check collision, and so it basically checks if the player has collided with an obstacle. And so this for loops iterate through each obstacles in the obstacles list. And so this each ops is a float array representing an obstacle's position, like X, Y, Z for X, typically X, Y, Z for horizontal or vertical. And this is for a player one. So only checks for collisions with the player one. And this is float d x and dz. So what this means is the distance in the x-axis and distance in the z-axis. In this case, y-axis is ignored, and there's a distance. It uses the Pythagorean theorem to compute the Euclidean distance between the player and the obstacle in 2D space. And in this, if the distance is less than 1, it means a collision has occurred. So as you can see, the player 1's life is set to false, and I'll play collision player 1. And it's pretty much the same with the player 2. So if the player 2 alive, dx, dz, the distance of x and z, and calculating the distance using the Pythagorean theorem. And if the distance is less than 1, set the player 2 lives to false and printing out the collision player 2. And this is it for my 15 lines of code. Thank you for listening.